Alrighty, hoy es miércoles, which means it's a dual set day. I see allies and menagerie. Okay. We got Way of the Turtle, Gamble, and Order of Astrologers for the landscapes. And then townsfolk, one split pile. There's 4 of each in this order. Wizards, another split pile. And then horses from menagerie. Okay, so draw, cavalry, both on gain and on play. It gives you immediate draw when you gain it, and then delayed draw in the form of horses when you play it. And then blacksmith from the townsfolk pile is draw, particularly when combined with elder. And then lich is draw at quite a cost. Villages, town, and then lich. I don't know if lich really counts as a village because it gives you an extra action, but it also skips your next turn, and your turn actually comes with 1 action. And then contract is village. Trashing, student from the wizard's pile. And then plus buy, town can be plus buy. Cavalry it nets you plus buy if you gain it in some means other than buying it, like groom gain cavalry. You're netting plus buy. Where is this going? I don't know. With groom, you can't rule out some degenerate rush. Just like play groom a bunch and gain towns and cavalries, and then take a bunch of grooms and pile estates. Probably that's what the deck ends up looking like, is play a bunch of grooms. Their main village costs 4, the main draw costs 4. If your opponent lets you do that, an estate pile out probably going to pop up pretty quickly. But then, like, if you need to score, that deck is still a pretty functional deck that can pivot into doing other things. I could see a number of these cards being relevant in various ways, and I just now noticed I have the 5/2. I'm not sure if that affects anything. I think the 5/2 is probably slightly worse. I think my ideal opening is probably groom plus student. So I'm definitely going to take groom. Turn 2, I could take a town crier, which is fine. Worst case scenario, it's a cantrip. Or I could just click gamble here, which I think is probably slightly better. Most likely scenario, I reveal a copper, but then my next hand is groom and 4 coppers, which sounds like a lovely hand. I think I'd rather guarantee that. I also have the option, if I so choose, of spending a favor. We have 5 starting favors because of importer. And then I could top deck the groom, guarantee that I play that now, and then I would have 5 money next turn. I don't really care about the 5s very much. I mean, Barbarian looks like a mild annoyance, but not that big a deal. Kiln just seems like worse groom. Gatekeeper also a mild annoyance, but I don't think it's important enough. Does it really matter to me that I play the groom now versus next turn? I'm not seeing a reason why I care. I mean, with 5 favors, I don't really care about burning one either all that much. But I just can't think of any reason why this matters. And as it so happens, it was just naturally on top. Okay. Take another groom now. And then I'll just buy a town here, I think. I could gamble to trigger the shuffle, but it has a bunch of estates in it on top of both of the grooms, so that's less obviously good. I should turtle this because I got 2 grooms coming up. Set that aside for next turn. Then I'll take a student here. Alright, play normally. Plus 1 card. Don't see groom number 2, so let's go hunting for it. There it is. Another town. Another groom. And I think I like spending some favors to just like stack the top of my deck with a few good cards. That's probably good enough. Okay. I have another town down there, right? I think it's worth doing this. The downside case was if I drew the cavalry but not the town, I would just be getting myself into some extra terminal collision. All right. Let's rotate that pile. Let's trash a copper, leave that on top. I'll take some more towns. Gamble, play it again. I'm not sure if Conjurer is better than Groom as a card. Conjurer kind of has +1 card baked into it because you put it in hand. Groom is like +1 card because it gives you a horse. They both have their ups and their downs. Probably Grooms are better for the purposes of being able to threaten an estate pile out, I think, because then you can play a bunch of Grooms non-terminally. Actually, shoot. I don't know why this is a red undo. What information have I learned? I feel like the answer is nothing. This probably shouldn't be a red undo. I could have bought a cavalry there to trigger a shuffle, which I probably would want to do because half my junk cards were in this hand. I should have done that. Don't think that, yeah, that won't let me go back far enough, I don't think, to matter. Alright, bot has Conjurer. Alright, let's just gain some more of these. Turtle that. I can get pretty thin this turn, I think, off of repeated student plays. Well, provided I have enough draw, which I'm not 100% sure that I do. Let's top deck a Groom. More cavalries. Okay, now I think I've got a good deal of draw. Let's trash, draw that, trash again, draw that, trash again, draw that, put another pair of horses down there. Okay, maybe I should have ordered that. Okay, that's actually quite annoying. That was a mistake. I should have put a horse on top. I kind of assumed I was going to draw everything, but I drew the cavalry off the top and now I'm sad. I think the other 5 cards are all horses and maybe a Groom. That's what I get for making assumptions. Yeah, I think it was just 4 horses. The bot has bought a duchy. It's a good sentence for figuring out what region of the US people are from. Draw all the stuff. All right, now I think I just want a bunch of Grooms. Can I try to win this turn? Probably not, because I've got a decently large points deficit. So I think I'm trying to set up to win next turn. Because I don't want to lower the piles too much. I've got 4 Grooms, or is this 5 Grooms? This is 4 Grooms. So the bot has 2. I think if I don't lower the... the bot has a lot of stuff turtled. The bot has a Conjurer coming in. I was gonna say if I don't lower the cavalry and town pile too much, I'm probably not in danger, but actually I'm not sure that's true. I think if I took a bunch of grooms and a town, a cavalry pile out might be in the cards. So maybe my goal for this turn should be to buy a province, so I can get a points lead. Got 6 money. Gonna need to do that one more time. Let's trigger a nice shuffle with a bunch of horses on top. And maybe just gain an estate and turtle a horse. I feel like I should win this turn if I get a turn. And I think I'm getting a turn. Okay. Didn't mean to click that. So it looks like a given that I'm going to have to empty the cavalries to have enough draw. Alright, let's be a little more careful this time and put some horses on top so I don't dud. Okay. What's a win look like? Got enough actions to pile out the grooms. Yeah, this is just going to be a win. I was thinking there might be a scenario where estates are easy to pile out, because I do have plus buy and all, but that I think ends up not being true. Alright. Now we just loop this for a bit. Groom autopiles as long as you have extra actions. Ironworks autopiles as long as you have extra draw. Here, I'll take one of these. And take that and 2 estates. So it wasn't an estate pile out, but close enough. I feel like I probably didn't quite optimize those decisions correctly, but I think something in this vicinity is probably correct. Groom's very strong, cavalry's very strong, they're very strong together. The main village costs 4. I think if you click a bunch of these cards, something good should happen. I think depending on how the bot plays it, that could either be ending on an estate pile out, or just ending in a strong deck that buys provinces faster than whatever they're doing.